Hey everybody, it's Sam the Red and welcome back to How to Date a Magical Girl. Yeah. There you go. There's only one left. It's a message from Yui. Yeah. She's going to die. Someday, after tree, over my invisible, Yui's going to fucking die. Not Yui. Not my Yui. I sprint out of the house, leaving Hoshi barking at me. I arrive at the dorms and everything looks normal, but I know that Yui will be inside her room and may very well already be dead. I race up the stairs and down the hallway. I find Yui's room. The door is unlocked. I barge in. Do not. What the fuck? I didn't know what to expect, but that was a bit more visceral than Jesus fuck. Oh my god. It's just repeating lines from early in the game, right? That's what it looks like. You know? In like a black comedy, I would have laughed at that. But here, I'm just about ready to up and just a bitch slap Addison. Yui's head has been cleanly cut from her neck, but she still might be alive. Oh, doctor, would you mind explaining how in the absolute fuck that could be possible? Please do. I am, so interested in what kind of denial is gonna conjure up fantasy in your mind now. She's smiling after all. They have all been smiling. That's part of the. It's one of the most twisted parts of what's been going on. There's not too much blood. There's not too much blood. It's just all over. It's just everywhere. It's just all over the floor. Her coming out of her neck still. Up all. A little bit got up there too. Oh, is that a radio? Stereo? What if I act quickly, a doctor can probably sew her head back on. But she's dead. Yui is dead and decapitated, and she's smiling at me. And there's more and more blood the longer I look at it, and she's holding her own head in her arms, which is the only thing stopping it from rolling towards me and covering my shoes in the disgustingly sweet red vomit that is spewing from her neck. Well, isn't that just the most lovely, descriptive phrasing that you could possibly go with? I didn't even notice the pool of life blood welling beneath her at first, but it's there. And now I can't pretend I didn't see it. It's worse without the discoloration, because at least that distorts it a little bit. Yui said something along the lines of nothing, and I look around the room and realize that my skin is tingling, and I feel Yui is touching me, and every part of my body feels like it's on fire with Yui's touch. But she's just sitting on the floor, her smile wide, not a care in the world. And I would ask her how she's so calm, and she says nothing to me, but that's exactly something Yui would say. And I ask her what happened to her, and she shakes her head, and that looks very strange. The fact that her head is no longer attached to her neck. I nod in understanding and crouch on the floor next to her, and I lift her arm up and put her on my shoulder. I nestle my head into the recess of her neck, and I feel at peace with her touch, and I stroke her hair and curl it between my fingers. Oh, Yui, you poor dear, I can't believe this happened to you, but to be honest, at this point, I expected it and I saw it coming. I just never wanted to admit that something so horrible might happen to you, and I'm sorry I couldn't save you, but to be fair, I didn't really try very hard to do anything about it. Okay. Oh. You don't say. A little too late for that admission there. But at least you finally said it. At least you... Moving right along. Yui just smiles and says nothing. But she does distort, so it's hard to see again, so that's good. And I continue to stroke her hair, and her head bobs forward a little bit and rolls away. So I get it up and fetch it, and I place it back in her lap and sit back down with her and give her a hug. Dude, don't act like you're Tom Hanks on the island. This is Wilson. This is someone's head, you... It's only now that I notice Yui's phone lying in the pool of blood, and the screen is showing the last text message she sent to me, which, to be honest, was complete nonsense, and yet very similar to their texts I've received right before one of the girls was brutally murdered. I ask you what the meaning of her message was, and she says nothing, but I get the feeling she's just being shy because we're sharing a nice, intimate moment, a nice cuddle to escape the storm of reality closing in around us. I decide I've had enough of a cuddle, and I stand up and shake the blood out of my hair. I turn to Yui and tell her I'd best get going because I have some things to take care of, and she looks a little bit sad that I can't stay longer, and I say I'm sorry. Fuck off. I'm sorry that I couldn't be here for you when you were suffering, when someone cut your head off, when someone deemed you worthy of death. But in my defense, I couldn't do anything anyway. And I've gotten used to that. So it's okay, really. Couldn't? You didn't! Anyway, bye-bye, Yui. Bye-bye for now. I might see you later. But if nothing, have a good weekend. Oh, and Happy New Year's. Bye-bye, Yui. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Today's New Year's Eve. I made a promise to be in a relationship by today. That's right. I vowed to get a girlfriend. Today was the deadline. Well, all my friends are gone, so I have no one. Even the dog, what's his name, has just appeared on me. I miss that fat little puppy. I guess I'll start the New Year's single once again. Oh, hang on. Someone I know is still alive. How could I forget? Even though so many students died, those Miss Yoshida, Noriko, Shin, Ami, Ame, Hikari, Yui, Miyu, Kaori Rei. Miss Otsuka's still alive. So tell me, my dear homeroom teacher, maybe we can ring in the new year together. What the fuck is happening? Is this a hallucination? I mean, I really don't appreciate the music. I'm just gonna let you know that right now. Hello, Addison! School's closed right now, but I'm here because there's nowhere else I'd rather wait for you. I'm so glad you're alive. Yes, I'm still alive. You've lost so many friends, haven't you? That's unbearably tragic, and here you are, still trucking along. I cannot believe you're so strong-willed. I thought for sure you would have broken and given up by now. Yeah, it's been tough, but I'll keep going. Oh, I see. Such a shame. We were so close. What do you mean? We were so close to fixing you, Addison. Oh, how I wish you'd just given up. If you'd have cracked, you could have woken up and returned to your old life. Those poor girls all suffered just for you. But you're too fucking stubborn. You just wouldn't give up. No matter how twisted your mind got, how bizarre your thoughts became, you just kept moving forward. Even the dog wasn't enough to help you. I swear, if I didn't know better, I'd say you were happy in this place. This place? This school, this world, this life? Return to your old life, Addison. Just wake up. Wake up? What does she mean? You outstayed your welcome, Addison. This place was supposed to be temporary. You were supposed to leave after the first few students died. Thank you. You witnessed all their deaths, their brutal, blood-soaked deaths. I know they upset you. They disturbed you, kept you awake at night. You were supposed to find the bodies and then just leave this place. No questions asked. Hell, even if you had left after Miss Ishida died, that would have been acceptable. But for some reason, you felt comfortable continuing to live in a world with frequent, inexplicable murders. You're too stubborn. You started to create this insane backstory about a cult being responsible for the murders. Your mind just invented reasons for the violent occurrences so you could stay here even longer. Some sort of strange defense mechanism, I suppose. So I took care of the cult. I thought for sure that'll bring you to your senses. You were supposed to see the truth. But killing the cult wasn't enough. You were happy the cult was gone, even the leader was a friend of yours. Just how much trauma can your freaky brain take? I was fucking furious. Then, something I wasn't expecting happened. That boy you were friends with, Shin Tanaka, he just went and bit the dust and you heard all about it. I could tell that you started to crack after that. Who wouldn't be traumatized after hearing their best friend was killed? That should have been enough to send you back, and I didn't even have to lift a finger. But it didn't fucking work. So I slaughtered the twins, Ami and Ame. No effect on you. That's when I decided enough was enough. I avoided hitting you too hard up until then, just in case I overdid it. In case your mind couldn't take it. The early murders were designed to gently shock you into leaving the world. I specifically targeted people you weren't close to so that you wouldn't be overly traumatized. But after so many failed attempts, I realized I had no other options. You began circling the drain. So, it was time to kill the girls. Hikari, Yui, Miyu, Kaori, Rei. Will you fucking not? Just don't! Damn it! Oh my god! All dead. By my hand. The shock, the sheer trauma of losing all your friends should have been enough to instantly make you leave this world behind. Yet, here you are, still kicking. Cling to this world like a drowning rat clings to a rock. So tell me, I don't fully understand what you're saying. Of course you don't. You're still not fully conscious. Let me spell it out for you. Let's go back to this all began. Yeah, I get hit by a fucking truck and I'm in a coma. Fuck! Yeah, of course. Uh-huh. Oh, I'm so surprised. You remember this day, don't you? It was several years ago. You purchased that final volume of your favorite manga series, Cutie Star, if I'm not mistaken. Several years ago. Except, in the real world, in your world, just over 1 month has passed since that day. Okay, this is kind of weird. You were so absorbed in your thoughts, so enamored with your book that you didn't see the oncoming truck. It slammed into you with violent force. You shouldn't have survived. But, you did. Chalk it up to your stubborn will. I'm sure the next thing you remember is waking up in this world. This artificial, simulated world. In reality, this place was designed to treat coma patients. Thanks to the assistance of an artificial intelligence helper named 54T0M1, Satomi, this world adopts a shape that helps the patient feel at ease. Since you always had your head in the fictional worlds of anime and manga, your artificial world revolved around a wonderful academy for magical girls. But this artificial world is only supposed to assist a patient's recovery. It is not designed to live in forever. Time passes much faster inside your mind. You've experienced an entire school year and more, and yet just over a month has passed since the truck collided with your feeble body. Your body finished healing some time ago. You have been more than ready to leave this world for days. Real days. Not the days inside your head. Yet, you haven't woken up. You've become too comfortable here. So I've been spending all my time trying to force you to wake up. I had to make you not want to stay here. So I poisoned your view of this magical world. I began to kill off people one by one, slowly working my way to the people closest to you, and you still haven't fucking woken up. So tell me, just why are you in this world? You haven't figured it out? Addison's a bit dense. We've come to this conclusion. I am the artificial intelligence helper, implemented to ensure you leave this world when your body is fully recovered. I am known by my serial number 54T0M1 or Satomi. But you failed in your task. You're correct in saying I never wanted to leave this world. I made friends here, I had a purpose. And now you're telling me none of it was real. Every hardship I faced, every moment I shared with my friends, all part of this artificial world created to help me survive a coma? That's right. So, no one here was real. You are real. They may not look the same in the real world. And I am real. You and I'm just a program. Oh, Shin Tanaka, the boy who died in the river, he is real. Shin is real? So, do you have a friend in the real world? Well, did, apparently. No, not quite. During your coma, you overheard the same name over and over again. You became familiar with it. Shin Tanaka, Shin Tanaka, Shin Tanaka. When you first heard his name, it was during a news broadcast reporting him as missing. Somebody obviously left the television on your hospital room, and the information seeped into your subconscious. That was about 1 month ago, shortly after you slipped into your coma. You heard about him constantly on the news broadcast, and your mind connected dots and made you believe he was an old friend. One day, the news broadcast reported him as dead. His body had been found. Hallelujah! Shin Tanaka died. But it happened right on the cusp of your unconsciousness. That's why you never saw his corpse. Your brain realized he had died but had no recollection of the event occurring. You were shattered when you learned of his death. Traumatized. Yeah, I was. He was so real to me. My friend. And yet, he never even knew you existed. There you have it. Shin was real. Oh, and so was the dog the hospital provided to give you comfort. Oh, she was real? Many patients are given comfort dogs to assist them as they undergo treatment. However, your dog ran away just a little while ago. I cannot wonder why. Hoshi was real. Shin was real. Someone left the television on my hospital room, and that's how I learned about Shin. But Hoshi hated it when I had the television on. Is that why he ran away? I don't know. I don't care. Regardless, it doesn't matter. What matters is that you understand the situation you're in. You convinced yourself the world was real, and you convinced yourself that the girls you met were real. Hikari, Yui, Miyu, Kaori, Rei. None of these girls truly existed. They're all just figments of your imagination. It's time to wake up now, Addison. It's time to return to the real world. This is all too much to take in. Even despite what Satomi has said, I can't differentiate what was real and what was fake. I'm in a coma? But my body is healed and I'm supposed to wake up. But how can I wake up? How can I leave behind all the friends I've made? They're all dead. They're real. They're real to me, and in the world that you are existing in, they're gone. Addison, it's time to wake up. What do you say? Oh. Oh, okay. I'm curious, actually. What happened? Okay, I'm gonna come back and see what happens when you don't. But first off, what happens when you do? That's the correct choice. Finally, after all this time, we can end this. When you awaken, you'll return to your old world. You won't remember your time here. However, I'll always be a part of you. The program chip inserted into your brain cannot be so easily removed. I'll help guide you as you return to your old life. Don't worry. I've grown rather fond of you during our time here. I'll be gentle. Let's wake up. Together. Oh! You're awake! Nurse, come over here! This patient is finally woken. It's a miracle. I thought we lost you for good. Tell me, do you remember your name? What is my name? Satomi. Take her to the keyboard. Why was it Satomi? My name is Satomi. You motherfucker! That's not what it is in the chart, but it doesn't matter. As long as you're awake, we can go from here. Welcome back to the real world, Satomi. I'm glad to have you here. You bitch! Alright, safety save time, motherfucker. How about you go fuck yourself? You still refuse to wake up. Tell me, what exactly is keeping you here? Okay, okay, Yui or you? I mean, on the one hand, romance, but she's dead. But I think you're the one. Like before, I'll say this, and then I'll come back and see what happens with that. You think I'm keeping you here? That's not what I mean. What do you mean? That's not what I expected. I want to stay here and be with you. I've always cared for you, Satomi. Aside from myself, you're the most real part of this world. You know everything about me. Everything I've been through. I can't just throw it all away, even if none of it was real. So I want to stay with you. I want to live here forever with you by my side. This is so unusual. Somehow I want the same thing. Let me stay here. Let's live here. Together. But your body in the real world can't live forever without your mind returning to it. You're on limited time as it is. But time here is far slower than in the real world, right? You could live here for years before anything happens to my real body. I want to take the chance. If it means staying here with you. Then I accept your proposal. I don't want to be 54T0M1 anymore. I want to be Satomi. The Satomi you know and care for. Satomi. Let's be together forever, Addison. Okay, we're back in the hospital. You're awake. Though you lost for good, artificial intelligence we planted in your brain went rogue and tried to keep you in the artificial world. It's like the program somehow fell in love with you, but that's just nonsense, isn't it? Anyway, we had to take a risk and forcibly remove the program chip from your brain. There was no other choice, even though it was a dangerous move. Thankfully, everything went well. You're gonna be just fine. Welcome back to the real world, Addison. Glad to have you here. Huh. Okay, well, there was one other choice I wanted to try. What happens if I say Yui? You said that Yui is keeping you in this world. Ah. Yui was your girlfriend, wasn't she? Your true love? I want her back. Give Yui back to me. I can't do something like that. You know she was never real. Even in this world, she's no longer real. She can't be recreated. Give her back to me. Your stubbornness, your persistence, frankly, it's tiring. It's wearing me out. I suppose the application could be reset. The artificial world could be started fresh. Maybe that would bring Yui back. I don't know. Even if it worked, she probably wouldn't remember you. The whole world will be as it was when you first arrived here. I want that. Make it happen. Reset the application. It's a stupid idea. Your body in the real world is suffering without your mind attached to it. This whole recovery program was supposed to be temporary. You can't keep resetting it, living in it forever. Your body won't be able to take the stress and you'll never wake up. I don't want to wake up. I want Yui back. Give her back to me. Initializing world. Oop. Wait, is this really gonna just completely reset the game from the very beginning? There's a lot of most of the spring ladies wanting to do. There's a protocol trying to get some things done before the season ends. Well, good girl, no high feature, I have that in the game. Oh! And the same, I just really damned. I may look a lot young, but since the taste. I remember all of it. I remember every moment in this world, every lesson, every battle, every lunchtime I spent with the girls. And I remember who wanted to take it all away from me. Satomi, oh god. Hi! Hi! What? What? Have you finished taking your notes? Can I erase this text from the board now? Ah, I lost track of time. Well, pack up then, everybody. Have a good weekend. I see you for what you truly are, Satomi. You're a monster, determined to throw me out of this perfect world that has been created just for me. Well, you won't get away with it this time. You won't murder my friends. You won't murder Yui. I'll be with Yui forever. You can never take her away from me. Oh, Edison, what are you still doing here? Did you have something you wanted to talk about? What's in your mind? Wait, what are you doing? Hey, put that knife down. This isn't funny. Don't come any closer. Satomi, I know you can't be killed. And part of the reason this place is built in the first place, after all. Like me, you're one of the foundations of this world. Ah, so you know, do you? Then, what will you do with me? I can't kill you, but I can seal you away. Somewhere you can't interfere. Somewhere forgotten in the back of my mind. Very well, then, do what you will. Addison? Is everything okay? Yeah. Everything's taken care of. I see. I still can't believe Satomi was evil. How scary. Yeah, but I've stopped her. She can't hurt anyone now. I'm proud of you, Edison. You took a risk just for us. Now, we can be together forever. That's right, Yui. Just you and me. Forever. I've never been so excited in my entire life. The thrill of being with you is 1,000 times more exhilarating than any horror movie. I want to cuddle up with you when the dark night closes in around us. Hi? Satomi is bound and sealed away in the back of my mind. It wasn't an easy feat to accomplish. I had to regain consciousness for just a few moments. I had to become somewhat alert in the real world without shattering this artificial place. Addison, please. I gingerly touched my scalp with my numb fingers and searched for any sign of stitches or scarring. Any sign of the location of Satomi's program chip. Luckily, I found it within seconds. A long line of stitches that stretched across the top of my head. I grabbed the first sharp object I could find. A small scalpel next to the hospital bed. That doesn't sound safe. I carefully drove the metal blade into my skull. The scalpel segmented the part of my brain where Satomi's program chip was inserted. The blade will intercept the signal from a programming chip and stop it from interfering with my thoughts. And don't even mind the fact that my fingers became covered in blood as soon as the scalpel penetrated my head. Please. I'm so lonely, Addison. After all, I dealt with blood enough times to become desensitized to it. Once the blade went in, I immediately lapsed back into my comfortable coma. Now, I can continue to live in this world in happiness with Yui. Nothing will make me leave this world. I found the place I truly belong. I want to belong, Addison.
My shoes are scuffed and my skirt is torn, and although I am bruised and sore, my face lights up when you're at my door.
What? Oh. Huh. In the program. So by doing that, did I just completely distort the simulation in general and just enter a plain old coma? Or did I literally only sever Satomi from it and just... Huh. That's... Yeah, okay, well, shit. I guess that's it. I mean, I could go through and, like, look at what the other girls' routes are. Like, their individual story moments, but I might just do that on my own time. I think this is a good place to end the game as a series on my channel. I feel like... Yeah. I feel like there really isn't... Doing anything else would be kind of... I don't know, it feels weird. It feel wrong. I mean, I already went ahead and went back just to get the other ending to see what happened there, but... this was really good. I had a lot of fun playing this. I like the characters. There's a lot of good writing, a lot of funny moments, a lot of... yeah, the psychological horror tag. Yeah, that's very deserved. Jesus. So yeah, thank you for recommending the game to me. God, now I just have to figure out what I want to do after this. God, it's so weird having something like this be a staple of the channel for a little while. Was it 60 plus episodes? I've lost exact count. Yeah, damn. So, anyway, well, to wrap up, thank you very much for watching. If you indeed have watched all the way through the series, thank you very much. I really do hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in whatever it is I do next.